Hi guys, welcome down to Davyhulme Golf Club, and this is tournament week and I've got a Pro-Am here at the end of the week. So today is Tuesday, Pro-Am on Friday. First real time bit on the golf course actually in probably around about 2 weeks. Amazing Open Championship last week, absolutely glued to it, and I was down there for 2 of the practice days as well. So that was just an awesome week. I'm already missing it. I'm already missing the Open Championship. It was absolutely brilliant this year. Bit of inspiration from that, obviously, to come out and do a bit of practice and play. I've got 2 hours away from coaching at Trafford Golf Centre, so I've literally raced down here and I'm going to give you a 7-hole vlog. So what I want you to do is just think now, what score am I going to shoot? Guess the score, jump into the comments and just write your prediction. Okay, so scroll back down now, think of the score, what do you think I'm going to do, pop it in the comments, and then we'll see if you're right at the end of the show, course, vlog. 132 yards, flag is cut back right, so it's a tricky position, right the way over a bunker. It's right on the edge of my gap wedge distance. It's all carry, obviously, gap wedge anyway, it's all carry. I'm going to be aiming this just to the, well, pretty much honest, I'm going to aim this just at the flag, but I expect the fact I'm going to hit it a little bit harder. I might pull it a touch, and it might even just draw ever so slightly as well. I'll probably expect to miss the flag a little bit left, but I want to make sure my yardage is right. Now, no, but pitching wedge is a little bit harder to control, certainly to land it in such a short space. Strike pretty decent, middle of the green to be honest. Nothing spectacular about it, middle of the green. Chance of birdie. Let's see if we can do this. In this course log, in this 7 holes, we've got 2 par 4s, 3 par 4s, 2 par 3s, 2 par 5s. So there are some scoring holes out there, but there are some dangerous ones as well. So let's see if we can I can get your score right. Hopefully someone guessed at 6 under. Right, so greens, we had a lot of rain yesterday, so the greens are relatively soft but looking very, very good, looking very true. I've got the brand new TaylorMade TP5 ball, big fan of that this year. I think it's going to be overtaking the Pro V. Greens in general are not the slopiest, so it'd be nice to get a few within a range of, certainly in the range of a 1 putt. Can be quite aggressive with this, slightly up the hill off the right. Right, so they are a little bit slower. The only putt I've had so far was on the first green and I held it for birdie. But I can't do that because you won't believe me. It's a lot shorter distance than that as well. Right, we're safely in for par 5, 3rd hole to come. So just in case you didn't get it earlier on, I've started on the 2nd hole, just warmed up on the first to be honest. Made birdie. Should have been recording from the start. Par 5, 502 yards. Got to hit the tee, got to hit the fairway though. Fairways are pretty important. I'm going to be starting this just down the left hand side. Wind's probably helping it a little bit off the left as well. I may have got fortunate. I've not struck it amazing, and I think I may just kind of carved it enough to the right side that I might actually be on the 1st hole. Hopefully I am. I can reach from there. Not if I'm in the trees, I can't though. Not ideal. So we're in the trees. Stops me from going for it in 2. Doesn't stop me from it being aggressive though. I'm going to give a shot. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for a shot here. I need to aim at those left trees with a fade before it gets to them. But I'm trying to keep it low so I don't have to aim at them. Whew, okay. We got this. We've got 4 iron. Basically going to open my club face to my stance. So I'm going to aim the club probably just to the right of where I want the ball to start, and with the open stance it's going to cut. Now the ball position needs to counteract that, so I'm putting it further back in my stance. High risk shot. some would say unnecessary, but if I can only chip out, if I only chip out for this shot, I've still got about 150 to go. I would like to go with less than that. Doesn't need a lot of shape, to be honest. I think as long as I can keep it low under these initial trees, so I don't want to hit it too hard and create too much backspin. Right. Nailed it. Got it. Stay right. That'll do. Thank you. Thank you very much. That will do. So, that's worked out. That's worked out absolutely ideal. Thank you very much. So ideally I wanted it to fade a little bit more to go into the fairway. Thankfully it didn't fade a tiny bit, it just faded a little bit, and it's just kept me down the left rough. Got a clear view to that lovely looking flag. Now it's the decision. I'm going with the 58 degree. The flag is probably on about 3 or 4 paces onto the green, so I haven't got loads of space, and because it's quite soft, bit of target golf, so I can land this quite close to the flag. I'm just far enough away to get some spin, so it should stop quite quickly, providing the strike is good. I'm not zapped to yardage on this one. I like to go for a bit of feel. Right, come on, up and down. Didn't quite work out as I expected. It landed short and then bounced its way on. Right, a little bit uphill off the right side, bit of spine going through the green, so I'm coming up to the side of that. Centered putter strike. Oh, not high enough. Wow, that broke a lot. Oh, broke a lot. Disappointing. Still level par through 2. Very birdieable hole that. Feels like a drop shot. Okay, so we've got 163 to the flag. Again, it's a back flag. It's a white flag. Just looking up there. Get the zoom. There we go. So right on the back edge, 163. So I don't want to be long. There's a massive backdrop behind the flag. I've got an A time, which I've now just taught myself into being too big. With the flag being at the back of the green, anything 155 and up to 160 perfect. 165 plus, there's no future with that golf ball. Right, so I'm aiming at the right bunker, and the ball should just shape a little bit from right to left. Big 9-iron this now, but 8-iron's too much. Pulled it left. Pulled it left, it's over the left trap, so the clubbing was perfect. Now it goes a little bit further sometimes when you pull it, so I've landed on that back fringe there just behind the bunker, and I've just got a chip across the green. Oh, gutted. Used to hate this hole as a junior. Used to be the first hole. Honestly, it was always double bogey start. Horrific, hated it. Always used to miss the green, and then I'd duff a chip or a chip on 3-putt for double. It used to frustrate my life. They've since changed the holes around, so the last hole we just played was the original 18th. It's now the 3rd. For me, I like that. Gives you a slightly easier start. I used to always start double bogey, birdie down the 2nd. As far as the club goes, it was perfect. There was a bit of a hint at setup that I wasn't quite comfy, and I think that's just why I pulled it a touch. So again, a bit of a mental lapse. Out with the 58 again. Slopes kind of down and left to right, so I do need to play this on the high side of the hole. Anytime I'm chipping, I am looking to hole it. because I think then the smaller you target whilst doing the shot, the better the miss, the smaller the miss. So if I try and hold this and don't, hopefully I'll be within a decent putting distance. I'm going to land this around just under halfway. Going up the hill takes a bit of spin off it, coming out a bit of rough grass between the club and the ball as well, so I'm going to land it on the high side and just let it chase with the break. Breaking. Go on, come on. Oh! Oh! Oh, you little golf ball that missed. Read the break, didn't quite keep it high enough. But I think, hopefully, I'll be proven correct. That's what I was saying in regards to the missed shot. You miss it, you shouldn't miss it too far. Right, it's to be quite firm, just so it catches the inside lip. That's all I'm going to aim it though. Firm inside lip, catch the middle. It's harder putt than it looks, that actually. Oh, that was a bit worrying. Let's have another track practice. With the putter, just really concentrating on that centeredness of strike. If you hit it in the center, it'll go where you've aimed. Well, as long as you keep the face right. But certainly then there's the off-center hits really damage your putting, even from short range. So really focus, guys, on centered strike with a putter. Pick your line, pick your pace, commit to it, and just purely think, get this ball center of the club. Right, we're not doing as well as I would have liked. Level par through 3, 4 to go. Need to find a fairway. Par 5, 5th hole. Really said second. Par 5, 5th hole. Right, this is where you can really open the shoulders. It's a bigger fairway. I'm going to try and hit this with a little draw from down the right side. Draw should be a little bit more controllable for my swing. Fade's not really in my loft now, so I shouldn't really be trying to play it, particularly with the driver. So I'm actually going to aim not down the right side, I'm going down the middle of the fairway, draw it to the left. That'll do. Yellow flag, middle of the green, 183. From knowledge, this always plays a little bit shorter. 175. 183 is a good 7-iron. If I can pitch it onto the green, then it'll stop. It's a slightly downhill line, so the ball will generally fly out a little bit lower. My shot shape is a draw, so I am going to aim just on the inside of the right edge of the green, and a little bit of draw from there will be nice. Just get the distance control really. Wasn't the best strike in the world. Go ball. Go ball. Go. Just a little bit toe side of centre, just about there on the face, so it's not quite got all the yardage. Right, so not an ideal second shot. Big uphill. Poor strike led to the distance that I was intending to hit the ball not to be as I expected. Now I've got to go up the plateau, then it flattens out. But it's still, well, let's say it flattens out, it's still a little bit uphill as you're getting closer and closer to the hole. Pace is huge, strike is huge. So I'm looking at the target as I take the practice putts to try and adapt my stroke to what I'm seeing. And then over the ball I'm going for that centre strike. Most important here is pace. There's a bit of break from the left side, but maybe only about a foot or so. But I've probably got to hit this the equivalent of 3 foot past, or maybe 4 foot past if it was a flat putt. So I am looking past the hole. I'm going to be aggressive with this. I want to make an eagle, otherwise I want to try and roll it in for birdie. It's online. Ah! I'll just go and tap that in for the birdie, but I got the pace pretty good. The line just needed about an inch this way. One under, okay. Ball's rolling. Now we've got no par 5s left, we've just got 3 par 4s. One's I want to get my tee shot away, should be quite straightforward, possibly should be a good birdie chance. The 2 after are massively important with the tee shots. Tee shots can set up a wedge into a green, which could set up another 2 more birdies, but tee shots, fairways. Fairway green, 1-putt birdie. That's what I used to be taught when I was younger. Fairway green, 1-putt birdie. Fairway green, 1-putt birdie. Welcome to the 6th hole, sorry. 6th hole, 326 yards. Just teeing up a 4-iron. Bunker in the distance is the line. And then it's just a short, probably sandwich inside of 100 yards across to the flag from there. So just got to get this club away. Anywhere on that fairway is absolutely perfect. So that the control of second shot. Not hitting this hard, little middle of the stance, chasey one. Perfect. Oh, happy days. Just short of that bunker. Idealistic. 85 yards. The only little drawback, I think it's on slightly newly turfed. Only drawback on slightly newly turfed land, but it's not caught, it's not white marked off, so it's not too bad, it's fine. 85 to the flag. Flag is in the middle. Just going to punch a little 54 degree there. I like this shot, this looks nice to my eyes. I would actually prefer to play the 50, I'm completely honest, but it's just not my shot. I'd love to play a little knockdown 50 degree bounce and stop. I just don't have the full control over it, so I'm easy just playing smooth, soft high, floaty 3/4 54, which, hey, let's be fair, it's not my shot either. Sit there. Spin hard. Oof, we'll take that. Let's go for back-to-back birdies would be nice. Right, so we landed it at exactly 85. Right, I've actually left myself a little slippery putt. Knowing the golf course as I do, if I had a bit more control of my game, I would have left it over there. This is downhill off the right. Don't really want to hit this too firm. I don't want to take the brake out of it completely, but I am aiming about an inch, 2 inches outside the right edge. Just going to let it drop. Worst case it drops on the side door, or worst case it misses. Two under. Yes, right. 2 under with 2 to play. Let's see if we can get to 3. Guys, if you managed to write 3 down in the comments, you'll be praying for 1 more. If you wrote 2, I think you'll be hoping for 2 pars. If you wrote evens, then you're just mean and praying for bogeys. Oh, I do love a good tee shot over the corner. So just pulling you back around there, that's where we teed off from. That's the tree I came over from the tee box. That's why from the angle I was filming at, I went straight over your heads. And I've come right round to the 100-yard marker. So as I said, get the tee shot away and you're laughing. Well, you got to start hitting wedge shots. 107. So it's a very similar shot to what I played on the last. An extra 20 yards. So I'm just going to use an extra club. I'm going to use a gap wedge. same sort of swing, same sort of shot, probably a little bit longer in swing, mid-tiniest bit more powerful, but otherwise much of a muchness. Just keep this right side of that bunker, and it should just spin a little bit left as well. But we're going to go at this. We're going to try and get down to 3. Get left, get left. Very, very bad shot. Bit steep angle of attack. Really got caught up in the grass on the way through. Not a great shot. I'm actually going to have, while I'm out here having a bit of a practice, I'm going to go for that again. I'm going to hit another one. Same shot. Really bad shot, that 100 yards out. I've not given myself a chance to birdie there at all. More of a committed swing. An extremely good outcome. Yeah, that's tapping in, that one. Yeah, I just didn't commit to the first one. This is the bit where I ask myself, why don't you commit? What on earth are you afraid of? Nothing, there's nothing riding on this. Right, so that's my disappointment. Second one there next to the flag, or very close to the flag, and a very good chance of a birdie. First one here, very poor. Very, very poor. To be honest, it's a very difficult putt now. I've got to go round the edge of the fringe. Off the left side, fringe, and then down to the flag. I'm just going to keep it on the green though, so it doesn't kind of mess around my pace too much. Terrible position. I don't know what I was moaning about, it's a tapping. Try not to get too excited, it's a bit weird to fist pump and be so happy when you're playing golf on your own. Right, 3 under, where did that come from? Right, to you guys that want 4 under, I'll try my best, alright? These 3 on the golf course had even an ounce or a shred of common decency. They wouldn't have just done that. Absolute idiots. Like, to not wait 3 minutes for me to finish my putt and get onto the tee and just go off, carry on ahead of them, I'm now staying behind them. I feel like if I was about 10 years younger and I was a bit of an what I used to be, I'd have launched the driver straight over the top of their heads. Still might. At the moment when they've jumped in front, yeah, I wouldn't really be that bothered if I wasn't having to be in work. You know, I've got 40 minutes. At the moment when they jump in front and the first, because he's rushing so much, he looked back at me, jumped back down to his ball, topped it quickly, back to his ball, pumped it low right into the right side onto the wrong hole, muppet. Anyway, right. We've just got past that tree, so they're just outside of driving range. So I can just give them a little warning shot. Not to do that again. There you go. That's best to have a bit of ages. Oh, that will tell them. Don't jump in front of me again, pal. Ah, they're looking back. You like that one? That was a good shot. Judged it to perfection. Right, they've just waved me through. That's kind of them, they just left the golf course as well. Right, anyway. So we're 3 under with 1 to play, or half a hole to play. 122. 122 is a good, decent, smooth, relaxed, solid, nice gap wedge. In other words, 122, I don't really know. I'm hitting a full shot with the gap wedge, but it's not a hard one. Full one will go about 120, about 128 to 132-ish, 130 average. So 122 is not a full gap, but kind of a solid. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. What is it? It's a hard 3/4 or a soft full. Come on, little draw, little draw, little draw. Oh, went a little bit softer, went a bit higher. It's on the front edge. What I'm actually going to do, just for my own little practice again, I'm going to hit another one, but this time I'm going to hit the ball harder, but from what feels like around about 3/4 of a swing. So 3/4 swing, but harder. That one was me trying to hit a fuller shot, but not quite as hard. Generally control the trajectory a little bit lower. Yeah, that's the one. Looks a bit spinny. Better shot though. The difference that I'm making my setup, when I do that little soft full shot, I'm kind of stood quite neutral to the ball, full swing and just rotate through. It'll probably present a little bit more loft on the club. For that second one, I just trap it a little bit more. I just kind of withdraw my left foot a little bit, get the body weight and the hands forward. Feel like I'm swinging to about here, but really forcefully come through the ball with a bit more force. Hands get a bit more ahead of the ball, just trap it, lower flight, won't travel as far, but it kind of does okay with distance. Two shots that are kind of there or thereabouts, but not quite there, if that makes sense. Anyway, chance of birdie. This is where we chip in to finish. This is where we chip in to finish. Little 54-degree up the slope, no real wrist movement, just a pretty solid back and through with the arms, almost like a putter. Land it about halfway, check and release into the hole. Okay, it's a tap-in par. I'll finish it just for my score. Guys, that's the end of today's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. For those of you that guessed 3 under, well done. Pretty happy with 3 under myself. If I was in a competition now, 3 under through here, I'd be absolutely delighted. 2 very birdieable par 4s to par 4 and par 5 to come. A couple of difficult holes and some more birdieable chances as well. So you can really get it going around here, and that's what I need to do on Friday. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Again, just kind of me out on the golf course again, just kind of preparing for a tournament, having a little practice round. Please do subscribe to the channel. Makes a huge difference to the channel, so please do hit that subscribe button. Follow me on the social media platforms where we've got Improve My Golf on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. We've also got Carters_golf again on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So please, if you're on those platforms, just give me a follow and you'll keep up to date with all the latest stuff. Thanks for watching. Big thank you to Davyhulme Golf Club as well, looking absolutely pristine again. To be fair, it's looked amazing all through the winter and the summer, so big well done to Nick and the team here and the greenkeepers. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.